So welcome to this video. What we are going to do in this video is welcome to CSS properties. What properties we are going to see? We are going to see further properties about fonts, okay, related to text, related to the alignment, and related to the bold and all these things. Plus, we are also going to look something, let us say, another concept called as um, including the icons, and we also see including different images, okay, images also. We'll just see these things in the CSS. So this is the topic of discussion. Apart from these topics, we may also go to the next properties also. Let's start with this. What I'll do, I'll just go to the folders, and in the folder, what I'll do, I'll just go to desktop, and inside desktop, what I need to do, I will just select the full stack. Okay, full stack, and here I will just go to the CSS folder, right click, open with code. So this is the basic code I opened. We have also covered selectors and all these things. What I'll do, I'll just open this in the full screen. What I'll do, I'll just make a, let us say, properties CSS, okay, properties.html. Okay, we'll make this, and we'll just close this file here, and we'll just make a bit bolder, and we'll just write CSS properties. Okay, we'll write CSS properties. Okay, CSS properties will write, and I'll just make this way, and we'll just write h1 CSS property. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just right click and open with live server. Okay, it has been opened here. So what I'll do, I'll just make it side by side. So let's open this side by side. Okay, we'll open our browser here. So all things are set. So what I'll do, I'll just write a style tag here. Okay, we'll write a style tag, and in style tag, what I can set, I can select h1, and I can just select some properties. We already know color property red. We already know if I apply this, color property will be applied. So you all also know background color. Background color, we can say, let us say black, maybe it will be applied background color. So let me just zoom out a bit so that it will be in same line. Okay, now they are in same line. So you can see how this is how we apply some property. So these are the color background properties. We also have something called as font property. Okay, font, how much weight you want. Let us say 900, 600. It will not affect here, but when it will affect, let us say we have a paragraph P. Okay, we have a paragraph P. We have lorem ipsum, and let us assume P, and I'll select P, and I'll just write font, and the value is font weight. Font weight you can give 400. There will be no change. If you go with the 900, you see it is becoming bolder. Means the value start from the 100. The value start from 100 font weight, and it reaches up to 900. Okay, this is the value range. Or else, if you don't want 100, 900, you can write bold. Okay, same effect. Bolder also you can write. Okay, bold, bolder, and these are the different values. How you will get the values? If you just write a semicolon here, you see different values. Light, lighter, bold, bolder, and all these values are there. Okay, this is the font weight property. Okay, I will just write bold for a while. Next, let us say it is bold given. Next, I can also have the something called as font size property. Okay, font size. So what I can have large, larger, all these things have. Or else I can just use units. Let us say 45 pixels. If I just use this unit, you see it has become a large. So we'll keep it around 25. So it will be larger. Okay. So what are other properties here? Font weight, font size we have covered, and font family. Okay, font family is also there. You can have different font families. Let us say I want to have this. You see, font family has changed. Mostly we only know two font families, that is sans serif and serif. If I just show you in the browser, if I come here, I'll just open a new tab, and I will just show you font families. Okay, what does this font family means is different font styles are there. Okay, you see what is font families? You see serif, sans serif, monospace, cursive, and all these families are there. This is how sans serif and all this looks like. Okay, this is serif, sharp edges, and this is different examples of the font family. Means you have seen Times Romans newspaper have different font family and all these things, fonts family, right? They play an important role in the website designing. Okay, not in the website development, but when the person design the website, he takes care of every font. So sir, if he gives special font to me, then how can I use? Some inbuilt font are these things, inbuilt fonts. So let us say I want my font as cursive. So I will just remove this font and let's try to have a cursive here. I'll just write CURSIV cursive, and we can have our, okay, just a sec. You see it is changed to cursive. Let us say we want to have a different font which is not available in our system. So the best website is, you can open your Chrome and you can just write Google Fonts. Okay, Google Fonts. If you come here, first link, Google Fonts, just open this and you click on fonts, fonts.google.com. This is the URL. Then you see here different are there. Okay, different. So what we can have, let us say I want to have Roboto or any other font which I want. I like this font. Okay, then you can see there are different things here. Then you can select these things. Okay, or either you can download and use this family, or you can just select these things. Okay, you can select I want regular, I can select, I can again select. Okay, I can select the thing. Then you will get a link. Okay, you can copy this link in your head file. You can do this thing, copy this link and come to your code, and at the top of this head, inside the head, just paste this link. And now nothing is changed, but let's see how we can change it. So you see here we have font family Roboto. Copy this thing and now come to your code, and instead of having font family cursive, make a comment of this. Let's try to give this font family Roboto. Now let's see, it has changed to Roboto family. Okay, this is one way of including Google Fonts. What is the other way? Either you can copy these links, or you can click on the import button. You see there is an import URL. Okay, you see there is an import URL. What you can do, you can copy this import URL directly in your style. Okay, this is how you import. Like you need to write import and you need to write the URL, copy from here. This should be written in style tag or in the style file, anywhere you can write, not a big deal. Okay, any place you can write this URL. So this is the way which we include different kind of fonts. So these properties are called as font properties. Okay, I can just write here. Okay, let me just write font properties. Okay, we'll cover this font weight, font size, all this we have covered. So now let us see alignment properties. Okay, we'll just write alignment properties and we'll just have a comment here. And let me just open the thing here. So you see this is aligned at the left left side. So what I'll do, I'll just take this H1 only and I will just write text align property. Okay, text align. So where I want to apply, by default it is left. If you just write left, no change, because by default it is aligned on the left. I don't want in the left, I want in the right. Save it. It is applied in the right side. I don't want in the right also, I want in the center. So just apply center and it's done. You can see it is in the center. If you just copy the same URL, open in the new tab, you see here, now it is in center. If I just remove this property, by default it will go to the left side. If you want into the right side, you can just have a right here, and you can see it is applied in the right side. Okay, that's so simple. Left, right, and all these things. Font family we have changed to Roboto. This simple thing. What else we can have? This is the text alignment property. Text alignment, there are three properties: left, right, and center. So you can get the properties. I can just write here alignment properties of the text. They can be left, right, and center. Three properties are there. So this is the alignment of the text, alignment property of the text. So this is one thing. So what are the other things we have? Text properties we have, alignment properties we have. Let us say something called as image properties. Okay, or else we go with the A tag. Okay, let me just go with the A tag. Let me just write A, and we'll have a, let us say www.google.com, and here we can have a my Google link. This might not work, but for now you can see this is a Google link. but I don't want to have this kind of effect to this. So what I can do, I can just come here, let us say A, or else we can just write anchor property, and we can have this way. And what I can do is I can just select a tag and I can just write color. Let us write color. We can make it as a black. Okay, color black. Now you can see the color is black. I want to remove underline. So you can just write text decoration. I don't want any decoration. Text decoration none. You see underline gone. Then I want to have something called as border. Okay, let's introduce this property also. I'll just explain this property next. But border I am introducing 3 pixels, solid gray. You see, I have styled the button. So this is how text decoration is important here. If you write text decoration none, right, it will be, the underline will be removed and it will not behave like a link kind of thing. Okay. Then let us say when you hover on this, your cursor is turning into pointer, right? When I hover on this button, you see this is my arrow icon here. When I come here, it changes to hand icon. Means this is clickable. Let us say I want to make this text as clickable. Then for this, you can just select this and you can apply a property called as cursor pointer. Cursor pointer. If you apply this, when you see this, you see hand icon came here. Right? This is how we can change the cursor icon here. Cursor pointer is one property here. So anchor property, we already know, text decoration none. And let us imagine we have another thing here. Let's take ordered list here and li new, and we have a duplicate, let us say old. I am having 2 things. Okay, this is how it looks, but I don't want to have this style. Okay, then what I can do, I can come here, list style property. I am just writing list style, and then let me just make it a comment, and let me just select ol. List style you can give none. Okay, I don't want to have any list style 1 to 3 ol and bullets, and I want to remove them. So you can use this list style property. This is one of the important property we use. Text decoration also one of the important property we use. Okay, another property we can have something called as border. Okay, border property. So what I'll do before going to this, I am just commenting all the above things. I am just making a comment. I'm not deleting because I want to give you this code, so that I'm not deleting that. Border property, let me just write one h1 and let me just write hi. Okay, you see hi and all these things are there. So we'll not take h1 because h1 is already styled. Let's take to h2. So simple h2 is there, nothing is there. So what I want to have a border. Let me just write here property called as border property. Border property. So what is this border property? This property has different properties. So how does a border look like? You see border top is there, right is there, bottom is there, and border left is there. So there are different properties: border top, border right, border bottom, and border left. So 4 properties are there. So you can set every property individually, or else you can set all properties with the help of one property only. You can only write border. This will set all the 4 properties at a time. Okay. First, let's try with the first one. If I just write border, then I need to specify which kind of border you want. Okay. Let me just select first h2, and then we'll write here border. Which border I want? How much width? What is the width of the border? 2 pixels I want, means 2 pixels wide. I need to specify which type. It should be solid color. Okay, solid means straight line. You see, it got a straight line. And which color you want? Let us say I want red. Border is red now. Let us say I need green. So I can just specify green. Border is green. Let us say I want more pixels. If it is 2, right, let's make it 122. Now you see, border has increased. So we'll make it 12. You see, the border has been increased. So this is the width of the border. This is the kind of border you are having, and this is the which color of border you want. This is called as shorthand property for the border. This is known as shorthand property for the shorthand property for border. Okay, let's take this way. So 12 pixels solid green. So let's say you want to manually define this different way. You can just write border width. You see border width here, I want to have 30 pixels, 30 px. You see it has increased. Let us say I want to have again 3 pixels. It will override anyhow. You already know that. Border pixel you have. Let us say I want to have a left border different, right border different. So you can just write border, which I want top. Border top, I want, let us say 5 pixels. Only top border I am saying. I want solid yellow or else yellow red. Means my top border should be 5 pixel solid red. This is way I can just change every border. Border, I just need to write border hyphen bottom. Let us make it as a 10 pixels solid, and we can make it a black. Okay. If you don't specify after solid, by default color of the border is black. And if you just change the color, it will take that color. Means I can have the different borders, top bottom different, bottom border different, and different width is also there. Let us say I make it as a 2 pixels, and here left I can make 4 pixels, 6 pixels, 8 pixels, anyhow you can mention. Okay, border top bottom. Similarly, we have border left and right also. Okay, similar to the border top bottom, we have a border left and border right. For that, I will just write one comment. Okay, I'm not able to click. Yep. So for this, what I'll do, I'll just write border left. I can have, let us say 3 pixel solid yellow, and border right. Border right, it has, let us say 23 pixels solid black. By default, let us keep it black. So different border you can give this way, or else you want all borders at the same, means you can just write one way. So what, sir, you are mentioning solid. Is there any other way also? Okay, there are multiple ways. We just call them border style. Okay, it is known as border style. Okay, you see there are different options. Dashed. You see dashed border came. Sir, we don't want dashed border. Okay, border style. What is the other thing? Dotted. Let's have a dotted border. You see now it is a dot every time. This is coming one dot because only its size is very high. So instead of 23, I can make it 3. So here also you will get few dots. Okay. So now we have dashed dots, solid, other border style we can see, border, BORDR, border style, and what are the, we have double to see double borders. Okay, always, or else you can specify top bottom should be dashed, bottom border should be different. So instead of solid, you can just write border top should be solid, and you can just have a, okay, solid I don't want, I'm commenting these properties. Instead of border top, it should be dashed, and bottom should be double. You see, I can have a different borders for the one thing. Okay, this is the border property. What's the next property left is border radius. Okay, this is one property. Let us just create one more thing. Let us say h3. We'll write hello, and we'll do the same thing for the hello also. We'll come up, we'll select the h3, and the property here I'm going to say is, it is called as border radius. Okay, border radius. Okay, this is the property I'm going to say here. Border radius. How you can define the border radius? You can just first specify the border. I am just taking a simple border property, border, and border, let us say I want to have 3 pixel solid red. Simple. 3 pixel solid red border is there. Okay, text align I also can write text align center. No change, it will go in the center. Then the main property here is, we are going to see border radius. Border radius means radius of anything. Let us say this is the border. What is the radius you want? Let us say you want some curvy from here, and curvy from here, and curvy from here, and curvy from here. Okay, border radius, how you can define is border radius. Let me just write 40 pixels. You see, it has become rounded from all sides. Yes, so this is called as border radius. So we mostly use to make something round. Okay, this property is used. border radius 40 pixels. If you keep on increasing, let me just use the inspector window. Okay, I don't want to have a responsive mode. Now, where is the border radius? I'll just come here and I will select this. And you see border radius is there. I'll just, okay, this is not the border radius. Okay, let me just select this one. Yeah, this is the border radius, 40 pixels. Let me just increasing it. It is not increasing. You see, even though I'm increasing it, it is not changing. Why? Because mostly it will work up to 50% only. Okay, either you can just write 50%. You see, this is the 50% border. This is how, if you do, you can use percentages also, 1%, 2%, up to 0 to 100%. Let us say we have 25% border. This is the 25% border. Sir, we don't want full border on the four sides. We want at the border radius left, border radius right, border, all these are available here. If you write border radius, top endpoint, left endpoint, right endpoint, start endpoint, you have different things here. Okay, you can see here from here. It is end means this corner radius it will define. Top left means top left, this border radius it will define. Top right, it will define this one. Okay, end start means this is the ending start and this is the end. Okay, this is how you can see from, it is like top left, top right, end start, end. So you can have different properties for the different border radius. Okay, if I just write border radius, if I hover on this, you can just click this, you can see border radius you can give this way. 30 pixel if you give, it looks like this way. Border radius, if you change 25% and 10%, I will say you how it is happened, but for now you can imagine this way. Border radius, you see, this is how you can change the icon shapes. It's changing, right, with the help of radius? Yes or no? Yes. So this is how we can have the different borders. What it is doing means, I told you, right, border left, you can write border right, you can write border left, you can write. The same thing you can just write with the help of this only. Let us say, I want to have different borders. Okay, border radius property I want, but I don't want to apply the same border to everything. Okay, I want to apply different border for different thing. Let us say I want to have 30 pixels. Okay, it will apply to all sides. Then I will want to have 50 pixels also somewhere. See, it has changing. Then again, I want to have something called as 40 pixels. Then again, I want to have something called as 10 pixels. So means you see our shape changes. Why? It is the starting from here. It will start from here. This 30 pixel, this is 50 pixel, this is 40 pixel, and this is again 10 pixel. It will go this way. This is the loop. It will start from this border left, right. Okay, we call top, right, left, and bottom. You say this way, left, right, bottom, top, kind of thing. Start from top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. One property is applied for this, 2 and 3 and 4, and consecutively. Okay, this is the border radius property. So we can apply the different border radius. So let's see what we can do with the help of border radius. Let me just create a simple button. Okay, I'll just use button, and let's try to make it login. Okay, button login we have. So what I'll do, I'll just try to style this button. Okay, in this style, what I'll do, I'll just try to make some style of btn. Okay, let's try to style this. I'll just write button, and let's take a border 3 pixel solid black. It's black, right? Black. Or else instead of styling this border, we can style a tag. A tag will be good. So instead of making this button, we'll write a tag. So a tag, it's there, and here we can just, will not style this, we'll just style the a tag. Okay, this is simple thing. What I want to have something called as, I just use some other things, padding. Let us say I want 10 pixel from top and bottom and 15 pixel from left and right. And I want to have border radius of around 20 pixels. Okay, I will make it a bit, I don't want 3 pixel, let's make it 1 pixel. And what we can have, BG color gray, I want background color a bit of grayish color kind of thing. And let's increase this style. I want padding from here. Let's make it 20, 35 pixels maybe. And I don't want from top and bottom this much. Let's make it 6 pixels. Just this is a designing issue. How much you like, you can make it. Okay. I'm just liking this way. Let's say this is our login page. Or else background color, we can make it like a Facebook color maybe. Okay. Color white we can make. Background color and color white. Color white. Okay. And I can make it cursive and all these things depending on my requirement. Then I want to have, let us say, different color. A on hover. We have this discussed this pseudo classes, right? When someone hovers on it, what I need to do? Let's just change the color to the BG color. Color to the, I want to have this color. I will just copy this. This should be my color. And background color I can have as white. I can have BG color as white. So this is a simple thing. You see, I just made a hover button also. Okay. This is how you can style the buttons. You can align them in the left, right, center based on the properties. Okay. So this is how you should make the things. So we have made this button. So what other things we can have is, we can try to have the background properties also. So what I'll do, I'll just delete these things for a moment. Okay. And what I'll do, it is nothing but I can just write one thing called as, let us say, H4 tag I will use, H4, because H4 has no styling. Welcome, I'll just write welcome. And I can see I got welcome from H4. Then what I'll do, I will just something called as background properties. We'll see background properties. Okay, we'll just see background properties. And what are these background properties means? Background we already know. If I just write select body, full body I will select. And then if I just say background color, BG color, then we can have red. So what it will do, it will take the body and it will make the color red. So let's say I don't want, because this is very lightning color, right? It will take our eyes. So we'll just usually use some kind of this. So it will be a little bit less harsh on our eyes. So what we'll do, not only background color, we have a property called as background. Okay. The property is background image. Instead of color, you want to have an image. So in image, you need to give a URL, which image you need to have in the background. So let's go to the freepik.com, freepik.com. From here, you can get all the different kind of images. What I'll do is I'll just open in the new here and I will just search for a, let's say freepik.com, enter, and I will just search for the backgrounds. We can search for anything, whatever backgrounds we need. Okay, backgrounds, enter, and let us say, what's the festival coming? Diwali? We'll make Diwali maybe. Kind of thing. If I just get anything, yeah, this is the good banner, right? I will right click and copy image address. If I just come here and if I paste here, you see, I got a banner kind of Diwali. So in this URL, I will just paste the string here. So what will happen here? We can just come here. We can come our CSS property. So we'll see this in the full mode. Okay. So what is the full mode I can have? I'll just copy this URL, Control A, Control C, and coming to the here, and I'll just paste it here, enter. So you see it is there, but you see it is very big. Okay, the size of this is very big. So what the property I will use? Background size. Okay, background size. I should be cover. Okay, it should be cover. Let's see this. So when I made it cover, you see this is replicating. This is one photo and this is coming another photo. Okay. Yes, we can have a property called as background repeat. You see here we have different repeats. So I will just write background repeat. No repeat. I don't want any repetitions here. Save this, only one time it comes. Background size cover. And what is the problem I have? I can just make it height also. Height 100 VH I can make. Means all the height I want to cover. So now it will take full. Okay. Background, if I don't mention height, it will automatically repeat itself. Okay, let us say this image is very small. Then if I don't want to repeat, you can have background repeat X. Okay, background repeat. If I just see, it can repeat on X direction, it can repeat on Y direction, or it can no repeat. If you click repeat, it will repeat. Or else if you want only in X direction, just you need to write repeat in X. Okay, it will repeat in X direction, or else it will repeat in Y direction. This is how you can specify. Okay, so if you want to have this background repeat MDN reference, you can see it has different repeat X, it will repeat in X direction. Repeat, it will repeat in all directions. Spaces, it will have some spaces. Round, no repeat, it will not repeat. You need left and right spaces, you can use this. So this is the different properties of the background repeat. No need to remember these things. We already have a MDN reference. You just need to remember something is repeat property is there. To repeat or not repeat. What are the different values? We can get it from here. So this is the background property of the images. Okay. We can have different backgrounds. You can see this is one moon image. And when we make no repeat, right? You see this is only one photo. How I am repeating? Repeating in X direction. It is repeating. Repeat. It will repeat in X and Y both directions. Repeat Y if you keep, it will repeat in Y direction. Let us come here and we'll try to edit in repeat Y. See, it is only in adding in Y direction. If I just remove this, it will take full repeat. So this is how we can test also. Space, round, no repeat, and all these things you can try. So this is the syntax of the background property. Okay. One more simple thing is left is background gradient. Okay. We also something called as background. Image also we can keep, but instead of image, what I'll do is I'll just remove this image for a while, commenting it. And we have something called as simple one color is there, right? I don't want one color. Let's say I want to have background and I want to have a gradient that is called as linear gradient. Okay. I want to have red, comma, blue. You see, I got a different color. If I just make it a height full, then you will find only one color. You see top red and in between. I think you have seen this kind of effects. Okay. This will just add two colors. You can also give the degrees, how much degree you want. Let us say 260. Okay. 360 is not, I think we have degrees here. We need to mention. Okay. Not directly degrees. We can just have a linear gradient. You can just search for the linear gradient and you can just see how does it makes. So you need to give the direction at the first, color 1 and color 2. At the first we can have a direction, not at the last. We can have direction what I want. Let us say top, bottom, left, right. Here you can give the direction. Okay, or else you can just red, blue. To right, to left, you can give the direction. But usually we don't give direction to bottom, to left, to right. You can just have a